What's up, YouTube? Oh, yes. Yeah, that's good. What's up, YouTube? Hello. So I'm going to do a reaction to some people that I think reacted to before, and they're lovely. It's Americans. Well, the video is Americans react to Love Thy Neighbour, which is a super program, and it's by the Postmodern Family. Who, as I say, I think I've reacted to something they did before, but I've watched lots of their videos, and they're quite charming and quite funny because they literally know nothing about anything, as I guess most people who do reaction videos either do not or have to pretend not to know anything about. Oh, I've never heard of this. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's Bohemian Rhapsody by a band called Queen. Never heard of them. Let's have a listen. Yeah, right. But sorry, I was getting a bit sarcastic there. But they are very good, and I do love them. And this is a great show, and it's quite long, and it probably have to be in 2 parts. So without further ado, let's dive literally right into this. Not that. Or that.
Hi everyone, I'm Lillian.
And I'm Felipe.
We are the Postmodern Family.
We are Americans living in the UK, living a traditional life.
We make 3 new videos a week, so we encourage you to subscribe to our channel.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, our website, thepostmodernfamily.com, or become a patron at patreon.com/thepostmodernfamily.
They're just lovely.
Today we are going to react to Love Thy Neighbour.
Bing, 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 bing,
It's always a bit scary.
bing. So one of you in the comments have recommended that we should react to Love Thy Neighbour. Again, we know nothing about Love Thy Neighbour, but I was able to find the pilot episode. So this is the very first episode of Love Thy Neighbour.
Should be the best, right?
It usually is the best.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there are spare keys, Mr. Reynolds.
Thank you.
Oh, would you make sure that everything is connected for when we move in tomorrow?
Oh, don't worry about that, Mrs. Reynolds. I'll see to all that.
Say, I think we ought to call it number 92 and introduce ourselves to the next door neighbor, huh?
I think they're still on holiday.
Ah, we'll meet them soon enough, Bill.
I expect they'll be surprised to find the house has been sold when they get back.
Perhaps when they find out who's bought the house, it'll be more of a shock, huh?
Have you noticed?
Is that on the camera?
Off colour.
GB sticker.
What is that? This should be a fun.
Here we are, John. Home sweet home.
Yes, love. Holiday over. Oh, I am glad to be back.
Oh, that's nice. Spend all that money on holiday, and you're glad to be back. What's the matter? Didn't you enjoy yourself?
Oh, yes, love. Of course I did. It was a break.
Mind you, service in that hotel could have been better. We're always the last to get our meals.
Yes, well, perhaps it had something to do with you calling that waiter a wop.
What's wrong with that? He was from Italy. He was a wop. You shouldn't be so touchy if you're going to come over
I
here.
don't know what it is.
Hello, sold the house.
It's sort of World War II
So they have.
insult for
Oh, I
Italian.
am glad, Eddie. I don't like living next door to an empty house. Be nice to have neighbours again. I do hope we get on.
And why shouldn't we? We're easygoing enough. You know my motto, Joan. Love thy neighbour.
Ah,
There it is.
clever.
Thy neighbor,
What font do you think that
walk up and say,
Sans serif.
how be ya? Gee, but I'm glad to see your pal. How's tricks? What's
Semi-detached. You don't choose your neighbors, right?
Eddie?
Oh, hello, love. Have you finished the unpacking?
Hello,
Have
love.
made us a cup of tea?
I thought you were supposed to give me a hand.
Ah, well, I've been going to the mail, see?
Oh, don't strain yourself.
Oh, I'll give you a hand, we've had a cup of tea.
Don't bother, it's all done. Oh, by the way, I've snapped the end off your snorkel.
You've done what?
I've broken your snorkel.
I only bought that to go away with. I have to get a new one now for next year.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't bother.
Oh, I like a snorkel on holiday.
Well, I found it very embarrassing.
I don't see why. Lots of people go snorkeling.
Not in the hotel swimming pool.
Ah, well, the water was warmer than the sea, and it was clearer. I could see better.
Yes, and we all know what you were looking at.
Oh, don't start that again.
Oh, really? You were never out of the pool, were you? All I saw of you all week was your snorkel going up and down. It's like being on holiday with a
He
submarine.
was looking at ladies.
Well, I think we'll try a different hotel next year. Didn't like the one where we were. They didn't like the class of people.
Oh, I thought the Forsters on our table were a nice couple.
Evolve, he was a right toffee-nosed twit, and he was all Campari and colour supplements.
Okay.
They're a right pair of conservative closets.
You didn't have to tell him that to his face.
Yeah, they are like me holiday. Oh, he shook him rigid. He swallowed his bloody lemon, didn't he? Right have his Campari.
Who's the conservative?
Oh, come on. Better get these things washed
People
out.
they shared a table
I'll
with.
see if he's
on
out good
holiday.
at telling.
Oh, dear.
What accent is he?
Hey,
They definitely have
bring
different
the rest of the
accents.
things in.
Foreigners can't compete with the British working man.
Something
I
else
heard it was the
somewhere.
other way about.
No, that's what you're talking about. What have you got to beat? I mean, takes a six. First you got the Froggies. Well, we all know what they're good at.
What's
French.
Can't do an 8-hour shift after a night on the
Froggies?
nest.
I think you just called him lazy back in here.
Then you've got the eye ties. Well, they're all right, but I mean, they're too busy to get any work done. They've got to mass and confession. That's the Luxembourg, Station of the Stars. Oh, what can they contribute? Hair shampoo and Jimmy Savile. And Belgium and Holland, all right,
Jimmy
so long as you
Savile.
like Brussels sprouts and tulips.
And what about Germany?
Yeah, we've got them the favour from the Krauts. 3 times this century, we've met Fritz face to face in mortal combat, and 3 times we've had his trousers off.
3 times?
1914, World War I, 1939, World War II, and 1966, World Cup Wembley. People
love
who
his
next door to
face.
each other should extend the hand of friendship and help one another.
Hey, a minute. What have you got that for?
I'm going to do a bit of digging next door.
You're going to turn his border over?
No, I'm going to nick that hydrangea before they move in.
As you do.
Very neighbourly.
What did Frank Musgrove say the day they left?
Thank God we're moving.
Did not. Help yourself, Eddie, you said. Fill your clogs. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
He's gonna take some
I
plants.
was gonna take something.
Hydrangea?
Yeah, yeah.
Silly. This ring. Yeah.
They've all gone fast.
They're already in there, aren't they? They're not gonna be wondering why it's blue. They're gonna know exactly who took it.
You're still He's taking that too.
Yeah. How silly. Oh, there's the gate.
Oh my goodness.
It's a teeth.
The workers you got to thank for that, they made the goods. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When he gets his finger out, there's no one to touch the British working man.
Talking of work,
Tell
isn't it
that
about
to
time
Liz
you were off?
Truss.
We're not going in today, I'm on strike.
Bloody trade unions.
You've only just come back from holiday.
Can't have that, love. We're in dispute.
Oh my God, what's it about this time?
I've no idea, but I'm solidly behind my brothers.
Does this mean I'm going to have you under my feet for a whole week?
No, no, as far as I know, it's only a one-day token strike. I shall know more when I go down to the Lion and Lamb for the executive committee meeting.
Executive committee? Boozing committee, more like.
You mind? You're talking about grassroots. Executive committees are the lifeblood of the socialist movement. You realise in the back room of that Lion, the lads and I are building a new Jerusalem.
Oh, I do hope it's better than that coal bunker you built. That fell to pieces after a fortnight.
That was due to inferior capitalist materials. There was nothing wrong with the workmanship.
Well, if you're not going to work and you finish your breakfast, there's one or two jobs around the house that need doing.
Sorry, love. Union meeting. Business before pleasure. Ooh. Hey, there's a furniture van outside next door.
Oh, they must be moving in today.
I only just nicked that stuff in time. Hey, I'll go round and say hello. Might as well get to know them. I bet they'll be glad to see a friendly face.
It's going to be worrying.
Where do you want it? Oh, just a minute. Where do you want a settee, Barbie?
Over by the fireplace.
Oh, over by the fireplace.
Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Hello, mate. How are you? Nice to know you. Eddie Boo's next door. You like it here, mate, with a nice crowd? I'm going to line in a minute for a drive, if you fancy.
Excuse me.
All right, cock, you carry on, don't let me stop you. You must come round and meet the wife.
Yeah, hang on, mate, you got the wrong man. I'm just a furniture remover.
Pardon?
I'm not the one that's moving in here.
Well, who is moving in then?
Mr. Booth, I'm your new neighbour.
Is that the Race Relations Board? I wish to make a complaint.
That's a very good cut.
What?
Pardon? Am I coloured? Yes, white, all over. I'm proud of it. I wish to make a complaint against the knick-knock.
I have to say that it was acceptable in those days to say coloured. It was normal. That was not to say nignog. That wasn't
Furniture
acceptable.
remover.
Pardon?
I'm not the one that's moving in here.
Well, who is moving in then?
Mr. Booth, I'm your new neighbour.
Is that the Race Relations Board? I wish to make a complaint.
What?
Pardon? Am I coloured? Yes, white, all over. I'm proud of it. I wish to make a complaint against the knick-knock. Pardon? Oh, very well, a coloured gentleman then. What's he done? He's moved next door, that's what he's done. What do you mean, is that all? I beg your I am not bigoted. Just you wait, mate, till one of them moves next door to you. You'll soon change your tune when the tom-toms start.
Toms.
Pardon? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, how did I know you were coloured? You don't sound black. You what? What do you want my address for? You cheeky devil.
What's wrong now, love?
He wants to report me.
Why don't you come and sit down here and we'll talk this whole thing
That
over.
call line is probably not for him at
Calmly
all.
and sensibly.
Calmly and sensibly.
We must face the facts fairly and squarely. A coloured family have come to live next door, and it's up to us to come to terms with it. We'll move.
We will not move. I've only just got this house right.
I wouldn't feel safe, love. You could get raped during the night.
Promises, promises.
Not
Oh, snap.
That would not go down well today, would it?
And what do you think you're going to be doing while I'm being raped?
How do I know? 10 to 1 to clobber me first.
Oh, Eddie, he might put one of his voodoo spells on you.
Oh, don't talk stupid, woman.
Well, it's no more bloody stupid than you are. Oh, really? You're the one who's always shooting his mouth off about socialism and equality, aren't you? You demonstrated, didn't you, against apartheid? Passed a resolution against Ian Smith down at the Lion. You even put a sticker in the car, didn't you? Equal rights for our coloured brothers.
Equal rights does not entitle him to move next door.
Well, they have. So we've just got to make the best of it. They're probably a very nice couple, once you get to know them.
What? Why is it zooming in on her tits? That's weird.
Look, they're probably a very nice couple when you get to know them.
Well, I ain't so sure I want to get to know them, right?
Well, look, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. We just have to give him a chance.
Oh, I'll give him a bunch of fives if he calls me Sambo again.
Sambo.
Well, he probably didn't mean it.
No, well, I certainly meant what I called him.
Oh, what did you call him?
Well, I had to stick up for myself.
What did you call him?
I mean, he rubbed me up the wrong way.
I said, what did you call him?
A loudmouth white-skinned poof.
Congratulations. revolutions. Martin Luther King would be proud of you.
All right, Bob, so I lost my temper.
Well, go round and apologize.
For what? He's a racialist, you know.
Racialist.
I bet he'd be different if I was someone famous, say like Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, if I was Sidney Poitier now, he'd be all over me.
If you were Sidney Poitier, I'd be all over you.
Yeah. Look, Babs, maybe we ought to find another house,
Oh,
huh?
no. We're staying here. It's taken us 6 months to find this place, and I like it.
Look, I wouldn't feel safe with him next door. I know his kind. We get up in the morning and find all our windows smashed in.
You'll be saying next he's one of the Ku Klux Klan.
And why not? For all we know, they could have a branch in Twickenham.
I know his sort. He'll have a dozen sleeping in that front bedroom. He's probably let the garage already.
Let the garage.
A very nice couple, you said. You ought to hear what loud...
He is an example of the people in the red wall who voted Tory because of Brexit, isn't he? A northern racist.
Mouth is saying.
People who eavesdrop never hear anything good about themselves.
Yes, and people who don't eavesdrop never hear anything.
You realise it's only a question of time before we're polluted?
What are you on about now?
The stinker's out with curry.
Curry? That's Pakistanis.
Well, they're all the same. They don't eat proper food like us.
Pakistanis.
They eat muck, like mangoes and yams.
What do you want them to eat then? Fish and chips and mashy peas?
Why not? It's British. We gave fish and chips to the world.
Well, perhaps that's why we lost the empire.
Well, I'm not waiting till we're overrun by that lot. I'm off.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the estate agents. See about getting another house.
I told you I'm not moving.
You please yourself. I am.
Look at that outfit. That could pass for today, right?
He's gonna change his mind.
No, I think
Staying?
he's even more upset.
No, he's staying.
That was quick.
Well, I've been thinking, look, perhaps we're being a bit too hasty about them next door.
Yeah, he thinks
Oh.
he's nice.
I think we should give them a chance.
Oh. You've changed your tune.
Well, you know me, love. We're all brothers under the skin. What difference should it make what colour it is? They can't help being nignogs.
Do I take it then, brother, that
I've
we're
never
not
heard of
selling the
that.
house?
Certainly not. Why should we? We're settled here. Come on, get your coat on.
Where are you going
We're
now?
going next door. It's up to us to show an example to the rest of the street. To lead so that others may follow.
That's the first sensible thing you said.
Well, it's only common sense, love. If we don't help our coloured friends, they'll never be civilised.
Hello, come in.
Hello, love. The food's next door. I'm Eddie. My wife, Joan.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Barbie.
Just thought we'd call round, see you settling in.
If you need an extra couple of pints.
Oh, that's kind. If you sit down, I'll tell Ben that you're here.
It's the worst character ever.
Now she
Yes,
knows.
well, I see why you changed your mind.
Pardon?
She's very attractive.
Is she? I never noticed.
Hey, Eddie, look. They've got some nice stuff.
Oh, it's all right. Bit flashy, though.
They've got a lovely radiogram back there.
Well, it's only to be expected. They do a lot of dancing.
Ellie,
Yes, you made something with your life.
you mean I've climbed down from the trees and out of the jungle, eh?
One way of putting it. I mean, you're civilised now. You're nearly like one of us.
And it's only the colour of my skin that stopped me from being white, eh?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Excuse me, Eddie.
Certainly, Bill. Oh, lovely fella.
No, me. You know, Bill gets a bit sensitive sometimes.
Talking about. He's very level-headed. Nothing wrong with your Bill. He's just like any other normal person.
White man, perish!
Don't play silly beggars.
Well, this is how you expect us to behave, and we don't want to disappoint you. Bobby, Light the fire.
Oh my goodness.
One more white man for the pot.
They were really scared.
Oh, I love it. So that was the wonderful Postmodern Family, who I love, who are just charmingly ignorant of everything that's ever happened in the world. They probably, when they heard the Queen was dead, they probably said, "Who's the Queen? What's that? What is a Queen?" Yeah, very good, very good. I'm it's just amazing, isn't it, how language changes. That was sometime in the 70s, I guess, when I was a small child, running around killing imaginary snails, and as we all did, and you know, it was a completely different time then. Coloured, you could say coloured, and something I noticed recently from watching old sort of YouTube clips of the news and stuff is that they used to say, up till fairly recently, newscasters used to say blacks, young blacks in the area were rioting, you know, in Brixton or whatever it was, whatever the story was. That was acceptable. Obviously that's not acceptable anymore. So you know, language changes, and but what a brilliant program, because it basically, it shows both sides of an argument, and you have to risk triggering people if you're going to tackle a subject as divisive and difficult as race and racial discrimination. And that this program, I mean, it just did it brilliantly. And the change in attitudes is actually there probably isn't really much change in attitudes. It's just that people don't say things so openly now, because we've got a wonderful political correctness to hide our racism behind. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, it's good. I've become all sort of thoughtful. But that's really, you have to say things. But yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. I was going to do a part 2, but I think that really sums it up quite nicely. Oh, and I'll just leave you with it just reminded me of the day-to-day in a little sketch, or a little bit of the day-to-day, so I'll leave you with that. And don't anybody go nowhere.
But while some programs broke taboos, others, like Them Next Door, would in time become taboo themselves.
Next door again.
What's he want now, eh?
Mr. Eddie, I was wondering if I could be borrowing a cup of sugar for my lunch.
What'd he say?
He says he wants you to give him a punch.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you're misunderstanding me. I'm asking for sugar. That is why I'm here.
Oh, I can't understand a bleeding word he's saying.
He says he wants you to give him a thick ear.
Oh, right.
No.
The same went for Channel 4's Kiddie Stare, the show which featured naked 2-year-olds romping for the pleasure of adults.